my name is Summer. This is going to be a video on the energy surrounding your next upcoming month, which is September 2024. So I'm just going to do a little reading, a little energy check-in to see what themes are going to be prominent for you this upcoming month, and what you can expect moving forward in September. I'm a little disheveled today. I've been super exhausted lately, this past week especially, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys. My hair's a little messy, but it's okay. I've been really tired. I deal with chronic illness, so it just makes me tired a lot of the time. So hopefully my energy level's okay in this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it regardless. In the next screen, you can go ahead and pick your pile. We're gonna have 3 to choose from, and you can definitely choose more than one pile if more than one calls out to you. You might just have some extra things going on for your month. But other than that, go ahead, subscribe, all the things if you would like to see more videos from me. And I would love to hear your guys' suggestions if you have any ideas for future videos for me. Also, I want to mention that my tarot readings, personal readings are going to be half off right now for the foreseeable future. I'm just doing a little discount for you guys to show my appreciation. So go ahead and check those out. They will be linked below in my description, and I will see you in your pile. Hi Pile 1, this is your reading for September 2024, the energies that you can expect to be prominent for your month. Lovely energy. So first card we got was this fertility card. And we also got home and trust, this trust card. And we also got, so I picked one astrological correspondence card, and we got Venus, which says, give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. So for you guys, there's very, very much this kind of Empress energy. We didn't get the Empress tarot card come up, but we got fertility, Venus. There's very much this theme of just something new coming into your life, because we also got the Fool. So there's something, some of you may very well be pregnant. Obviously, that's the obvious thing with fertility. You may be pregnant, or you and your partner may be expecting, or you may be kind of wanting to focus on starting a family. That's obviously not going to be for everybody, but that's just the most obvious thing I want to point out. So if that's something that is on your mind or your heart, it very much, you could be getting closer to that during this month. If you're already pregnant, some of you might be giving birth this upcoming month. Other than that, it could also have to do with home, because we did get that home card and we got the Fool, like I said. Some of you may be very much focusing on, you may be a homebody this month. That's what I want to say. You may be focusing on decorating your home. September is a month where we move from summer into autumn. Towards the end of the month, it's also Virgo season. It's just, we got that mutable energy in the air. So a lot of you may be focusing on kind of like redecorating in your home, kind of just making it cozy, getting ready for autumn season. Some of you very well might be moving to a new home this month with that Fool card and home coming up. Some of you may be kind of thinking about moving, thinking about making a move, but you may not really be sure. We got this trust card, and we also got a couple of other cards I want to point out here. This angel card I picked, an angel advice card. It says, surrender your battles. The angels are asking you to hold your peace and surrender your battle to them. And we also got from this, I think it's the Angel Answers deck, we got Ask Your Angels. So your angels very much want you to listen to them, to tap in this month, because I see that a lot of you guys, whether it has to do with the fertility, whether it has to do with thinking about moving, some of you, there's like so many different energies like going on here. Because we also got the Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands right next to each other. So it's like, I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of, you're on the precipice of a new beginning in your life, and you're really, I think a lot of you might sense that and might feel that. And I think that might come with some worry and anxiety. With this surrender your battles coming up and the ask your angels coming up, I think a lot of you may be kind of needing to make a choice between two things here. Some of you, it's going to be a focus on romantic relationships, like romance, with this Knight of Cups as well. So there's a big range of kind of like energies here. It all very Venusian things when we think about relationship, when we think about home, when we think about fertility and like wanting to start a family. A lot of you guys are gonna be grappling with making a choice. Like, is it the right time for me to go in this direction that I'm thinking of? Should I kind of stay put with where I am right now? Or is there something completely different that I'm not seeing yet? And I think it may be causing you guys some worry, some concern, because you may not be quite sure. You may be sensing that there's a new beginning on the horizon for you, but you're not really sure which direction exactly to go. So you are going to be in the energy of ushering a new beginning, a new start for yourself in something. And I think for a lot of you, it's going to be something big. For some of you, it may be, should I stay in this relationship or should I go? And for a lot of you, I think that a lot of you are going to be choosing to go on a more individual path this month, especially if you have been in a place of not being sure if the relationship that you're in is the right one for you. A lot of you will be leaning towards making that choice of going your own way, because we got this Nine of Pentacles. I really love this card. This is a card, to me, it just feels like a very, very independent energy, and someone that stands on their own 2 feet and kind of creates the reality and creates a foundation of stability and security very much within themselves, and not being focused so much on relationships or things outside of themselves. So a lot of you are going to be making that choice to move in a more independent direction, or if you have been single for some time or just recently got out of a relationship, you are kind of leaving that focus that you previously had on a relationship or finding the right relationship for you. You're going to be turning more inward and turning more to, okay, this is not really working out for me right now in the romance department, and that's okay. I'm going to focus on creating a more stable foundation for myself, and that's going to be more fruitful for you at this time. Speaking of fruitful, I got 2 of my Tree Magic Oracle cards. Love this deck. So the first card you got is the quince tree. I think that's how you say that. Fruitfulness. And it says, seeds that hold their ground today bear the fruits of present and future happiness. So a lot of you guys are going to be focusing on yourself. And with that fertility card and the Fool, you're going to be focusing on new beginnings, how you can begin to create more of a life that's more fulfilling for you and more rewarding for you in a grander sense than maybe what you have been focusing your attention on, you know, currently or in the past. You're moving towards like a new focus, and it's going to be a lot of it like self-focused for a lot of you guys. But you know, with that brand new focus, like I said, it could be different. You may, for some of you, I feel like if romance is kind of like on your mind, I'm really feeling the energy for some reason with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. I feel like a lot of you guys may have more than one romantic option. You may have more than one person that you're kind of like, I don't want to say juggling, but maybe just kind of thinking which relationship or which person, or like, I don't know, there's something there with that. And a lot of you might be gaining more clarity on that. And again, the third option is choosing yourself, choosing to focus more on yourself and not romance at all. I'm feeling that energy for a lot of you guys. But some of you very well might be choosing to focus on a relationship, and that's okay too. I think your angels are just really wanting to guide you in the direction of like tapping into your intuition and making sure that you are making the right choice for you, a choice that is in alignment with who you are and also where you want to go in the future. They're urging you to think long term when you are thinking about romance or thinking about a partner. If that's something that you're wanting to do, there's I don't know if you can hear it, there's like an ambulance or something going by. So I feel like that's going with what I'm saying. I think that they're really urging you to make sure that you're just making a choice that's in alignment with your true self. And that also alerts me to that fertility card. If you're not in the position of wanting to get pregnant right now or get somebody pregnant, just be extra careful during this time, because this is a fertile and fruitful energy that you're going to be in. So it could be quite literally. So if that's something that you're not wanting, just be mindful of that. Yeah. So yeah, with that Venus card, romance definitely could be a topic, a big theme this month, like I was saying. Yeah, very much Empress energy. I think a lot of you are going to be, like I said, in that homebody, a little bit more introverted energy. You may be feeling like you need a little bit more rest this month, which is okay. You know, we're going to be transitioning from, you know, the brightest time of the year, summertime. I believe, when is daylight savings? I don't think it's in September, but I know that it's approaching in the next couple of months. The ending of daylight savings, if you're in, you know, a country, a place that practices that. So, you know, we're going to be entering the darker months. The energy seasonally and of the world is going to be, well, my part of the world. I know it's different for different poles, depending on what pole you're in, part of the equator. But for us on the lower hemisphere, we are, you know, going to be transitioning into those darker months, into the colder months. It's going to be a time of a waning of energy. So a lot of you might feel that within your own energy field. So if you feel like you need some more rest during this upcoming month, that's okay. Like, allow yourself time to have that. Allow yourself to have more time to kind of like meditate or just sit with yourself. And that's going to be good for your physical energy levels and your spiritual energy levels. And it's also going to allow, you know, your spirit team, your guides, your angels to be able to just give you that insight that you need to make smart and wise decisions for yourself this month, because a lot of you are going to be grappling with a choice, whether that's in romance, whether that's with where you're going to be living or moving, whether that's, like I said, whether to expand your family or not. I feel like those are three prominent themes for a lot of people watching this right now. And the second tree magic card you got is this strawberry tree, number 21, and it says rare gifts. And it says, when seeds fall, they return home to their true essence. Your true essence brings return and the reintegration of spirit to spirit. So I think that, like I was saying, getting more energy this month, kind of being closer to home, is going to help help you not just with physical energy, but it's going to help revitalize your spirit. If you have already been feeling like you're in a bit lower of an energy, I can relate to that. And the prominent theme, oh, I just realized too, this is number 20 and number 21. So there's something about a succession of the energy. There's something about kind of like moving a little bit more slowly and like methodically, and moving like one day at a time and one step at a time, and just allowing yourself that time to kind of like take a little bit slower of a pace this month if you need to. Especially if you are grappling with making a big decision, don't move too fast. Like, your angels are really urging you to take the time that you need to make wise choices. And with these two cards, they both are talking about like planting seeds, and seeds that hold their ground today bear the fruits of present and future happiness. So a lot of you, and with that Fool card and the fertility, whether it's literally or not, a lot of you guys have been planting seeds of kind of like the future and the foundation that you want to see come to fruition in your future. Or you're very much in that energy currently, and in this upcoming month you're going to be planting new seeds. So this is a time of planting those seeds energetically, and just allowing them to unfold and take root and grow and blossom in their own timing, which will happen. It's just going to be a patient process, you know. Yeah, so is there anything else here? Yeah, it's a lovely energy. It's a little bit slower paced. It's a little bit kind of just gestating, you know. New ideas, new beginnings are very much on your horizon. You're going to see that unfold soon, but it's a time of like evaluating and making decisions on which path you want to take and how you want to move forward, planting those seeds and allowing them to take root, as I was saying. Making sure that you are taking the time to rest your energy, and taking time to tune in to your intuition, tune in with your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels, and making sure that any big decisions that come up this month, or even if it seems relatively small to you, it could be a decision that puts you on a completely different path to where you're going now. So just be very careful and mindful in this upcoming month about the decisions that you make. Yeah, that is your energy pile 1. Feel free to check out another pile if you wish. You might have messages somewhere else as well. I hope this resonates with you, and I hope you have a lovely month in September, and I will see you again soon, I hope. Hi pile 2, this is your reading for your upcoming month, September 2024. We have a few cards here that I want to show you. So we have forgiveness, we have freedom, and we have truth. So for this upcoming month, a lot of truths are going to be coming to light for you guys. We also, for your astrological correspondence card, we got the Sun. Self-express and embody truth, going with that truth card there. With the Sun, you know, things are brought to light. Things that may have been hidden previously are coming into our awareness, coming to our attention. For some of you, I really feel with your guys' overall energy. This is a month and this is a time of you guys choosing to take your power back. Something may have been draining your energy in the past, and it could be a relationship. It could have been a romantic relationship. It could have been a friendship, something with family. something having to do with a relationship or having to do with other people. A lot of you are taking your power back. You may have found out some harsh truths, or maybe you're kind of thinking about what the truth of a certain situation was, and that's going to be coming to light for you this month. And it may require some forgiveness. You may have to really find it within yourself to forgive somebody for something, even if it's not outwardly forgiving them. Forgiveness is something that we can just kind of cultivate within ourselves. We can evaluate a situation and find that forgiveness without necessarily having to verbally express that to a person. But it also, for some of you, it could be self-forgiveness. It could be forgiving yourself for choices that you've made in the past or situations that you have allowed in your past. But this theme of forgiveness is coming up prominently, of truths coming up and coming to light that may be kind of a tough pill to swallow. But in allowing yourself the opportunity to kind of bring acceptance and bringing acceptance to the situation, it's going to be able to set you free in a way. It's going to bring a beautiful sense of freedom that may have been lacking. You may have felt shackled by a certain situation. And even when you're in a place of sensing that something is off or something that's being hidden from you, that could be a very stifling feeling, even if you don't have that awareness. If you just have an inkling that something's going on that you're not really aware or certain of, that could be an energy drain right there. For some of you guys may have been unwillingly in some sort of third party situation, because we have the Three of Cups here. You may have been in a third party kind of romantic situation. Maybe someone was kind of stepping out on you or doing things behind your back that you weren't aware of. If it was a platonic relationship, maybe somebody was hiding things from you, or I'm even getting saying things behind your back, maybe even spreading mistruths about you. In that case, the truth is going to come out about this person's lies or mistruths. People that they may have been talking to or going behind your back to are going to become aware of what the truth of the situation is and what the truth about you is. So there's this big theme of things coming to light and deceptions, deceptive energy being exposed. And we have the Hanged Man. So I think this is going to be a period, and especially with Virgo energy, because we are in Virgo season right now. There's this energy of analyzing whatever situations that you were in the past. This isn't necessarily a time of making big decisions. This is a time of kind of standing in your power and kind of analyzing past situations that you may have been in, and just kind of allowing yourself to sit with that energy. One moment. Sorry, I had to close that door. I was getting distracted. There's been a few distractions since I started your guys' pile in particular. So I want to say, for a lot of you guys, your energy may have felt kind of scattered lately, which may have led to kind of a feeling of being depleted. And we got that Three of Cups and that Hanged Man. It's you're choosing to stop allowing your energies to be siphoned towards things outside of yourself. Or maybe if your energy has felt scattered with that Hanged Man, I feel and we got Eight of Pentacles too. I feel a lot of you are going to be focusing your attention more again on yourself. with that sun energy, and at the bottom of this deck, I can't help but to notice this courage card with that lion Leo energy. And the sun, of course, is the planetary ruler of Leo. I'm feeling a very self-focused energy. I think a lot of you may have been focusing on people, relationships, things outside of yourself, which has siphoned your energy. I'm really getting that feeling of like an energy drain. And a lot of you are going to be, with the truth coming to light, it's going to make it so that you can no longer kind of like look the other way with certain people that are siphoning your energy and not really giving back to you in return. I really feel like it has to do a lot with other people, and a lot of you are going to be turning that focus back into yourself and into things that you want to develop for your own sense of stability, your own sense of self-worth. And you're going to be, it's a time of self-empowerment, I'm feeling, which is really nice. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be focusing on relationships that do put energy and positivity into your life, and stepping away, turning away from relationships and people that siphon that energy. So it's a time of analysis of the relationships in your life, which has come up in some of my other readings as well. So a lot of you are going to be focusing on that, like who's for me, who's giving to me. And then we also got that Six of Pentacles and compromise, which I forgot to even mention. So it's a time of evaluating the relationships in your life, and you're going to lean into relationships and people that are enriching for your life, and kind of letting go of energy siphons. That's really what I'm feeling for you guys. With this Page of Cups, this card always reminds me of a connection to spirit team, your spirit guides. A lot of you are going to be focusing a little bit more on aspects of your spirituality and focusing on communicating with your spirit team and your spirit guides, and strengthening that connection as well. And there's an energy of evaluating your own emotions from kind of like an analytical or observation point of view. Like you're going to be turning inwards, and yes, allowing yourself to feel the emotions, but I feel like there's very much an energy of analyzing and observing, and it may not be a super like crying or feeling kind of energy. A lot of it is kind of like, I think a lot of you guys have already felt a lot of the emotions surrounding negative people or like negative relationships or situations in your life, and you're kind of a little bit past the initial like strong emotions that come with those things. A lot of you are more, okay, like I've felt all the feelings, so now it's time to kind of like observe and analyze that a little bit more from a mental perspective, and that's going to help you be able to tune into your own inner strength, your own kind of like sense of what kind of relationships do I want to have in my life, and what kind of people do I want to allow to be in my inner circle. In September, towards the end of September, we also have, Libra season. And Libra, of course, is that sign of balance, like we have here with this person, this angel. Actually, it's an angel. It's kind of like, it's a balancing of the scales, very Libran energy. So with that Virgo, you're going to be doing the analyzing. You're going to be kind of maybe a little bit more introverted of an energy, like I was sensing. But I think towards the like third part of the month, when we enter Libra season, enter fall season, you may feel a little bit more comfortable going out and like spending more time with people again. But I think that you're kind of maybe still in the mode of finding forgiveness in your heart for people that have harmed you in the past. And you may be needing to take that time to kind of like analyze the truth and allow yourself to observe and see the truths of the situation. And it's a time of kind of like, you might need to rest your energy a little bit, much like pile one. But I feel like I'm really feeling like as we go into Libra season, a lot of you guys are going to be feeling like you are gaining more of that energy back and gaining more of that strong sense of self and the courage. With this courage card here, with this lion and kind of Leo-y energy, you're going to be maybe getting back into a more social and extroverted energy, and just being able to like put yourself out there again, like confidently. And yeah, we got this light of hope card for your angel advice kind of card energy. Light of hope. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. So I think with that truth coming out, with this greater sense of freedom that you're going to be moving into, yes, what you've gone through may have been difficult. Someone may have, been doing things behind your back. It may be taking a lot of strength for you to find forgiveness in your heart, or even forgiving yourself for putting yourself in certain situations or allowing things to happen. Maybe a lot of you feel like you might have been naive to certain people or situations in the past, but it happens. That's how we learn things in life. So it's time to let go of that. It's time to forgive yourself. And I think a lot of you are already in the process of bringing forgiveness to the situation. A lot of you are working on freeing yourself, and there's that fire energy with that Sagittarius, kind of like reminds me with this freedom card, Sagittarius energy, and like I was mentioning, like Leo energy. It's like stepping into that fire energy after kind of like an energy of your energy being kind of dulled by other people. It's stepping back into your truth and your own power again. And this light of hope, you're going to be feeling that definitely by, I would say, the third part of the month as we go into Libra season. And Libra is a cardinal sign. It's ushering a new season. It's ushering in autumn. And that cardinal energy, that air energy is going to give you kind of like that strength and that courage, that strength of conviction that you need to maybe speak up. Some of you maybe need to confront somebody, or maybe speak up about your truths and right some wrongs that have been like spread about you. And I think a lot of you are going to feel the courage and the strength to be able to do that. But if that's not exactly the case, you're just going to be feeling more strength and more power, just more energy build up to bring that sense of hope back to you again. Hope gives us the positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. You're going to be stepping into a more positive mindset again, which is great energy. So for your tree magic card, we got the cedar tree, which is number 2, duration. So that number 2 reminds me again of that Libra energy. It's opposite sign Aries. Of course, that's the one, that's the first sign of the zodiac, and its opposite is Libra, which is very much a balancing of energies. I think that a lot of you are going to come back into a balance of your sense of self and being able to like carry that forward in your relationships and dealings with other people, so that people are not able to take advantage of you and your energy like you may have allowed previously. Duration, evergreen durability, enduring perseverance, and limitless light. Bring your wishes to fulfillment. And we got that 8 of Pentacles card. So I think a lot of you are also going to be much like pile 1, different energies, but there's this theme of like focusing your energy back on yourself again. Duration, you're going to be, and this 8 of Pentacles is like, for me, it's like skilled. It's like skilled work and like refining skills, refining something that you're working on. And it very much, I feel like, is your own self. You maybe, and then Libra with that Venusian Venus kind of theme, a lot of you may be kind of like refining things about your appearance, refining things about the way you communicate and express yourself. I'm getting that coming up, duration. You're also just working on building a stronger foundation for yourself, which very much involves the kind of people that we allow to surround us in our life, because the kind of people in the crowd and the groups that we associate with can very much make or break us. If someone is bringing constant negativity, lying about us, spreading mistruths, or we're just feeling like deceptive energy, or just feeling like our energy's drained from the negativity, like that can really drain our energy and prevent us from taking the steps forward that we want to make in our own lives. And I think that's what's been happening to you in the recent past, but I think that you're already becoming hip to that with that truth. Like it's already being shed, and you're just ready to move forward, and you're ready to focus on yourself and the relationships that do enrich your life, that do bring something valuable to you. And with that Six of Pentacles, it's very much reciprocal. You want to be able to extend the energy out to people and situations that actually deserve your energy and your time. So that's very much your energy, very like analytical, and kind of taking the time to analyze situations and relationships during the rest of Virgo season. But once Libra season hits, I think that you're, like I said, you're really going to feel a strengthening of your sense of self, a strengthening of your energy, and you're going to be able to help create and cultivate and strengthen existing relationships in your life, but also attract in more positive and fruitful and beneficial, mutually beneficial relationships, new relationships potentially into your life. Beautiful energy. Thank you, pile 2. Feel free to check out another pile if you would like to, and I hope to see you again soon. Enjoy your month. Hi, pile 3. This is your reading for the energy of your upcoming month, September 2024. I just want to say for you guys, there's definitely a connection to both pile 1 and 2, I would say. Lots of connecting energies here. So yeah, if you want to check out those piles, you definitely can. You might have messages there. So the first card I want to point out for you guys is this inspiration card. So I'm feeling a little like out of breath. I feel like it could be related to your guys' energy, and I'll explain why. It could be related to my health too, but so I'm just saying I'm gonna try to catch my breath and speak as clearly as I can here. So you guys have this inspiration, and you also have this double energy. So I want to say that in September, first of all, you guys have been, so pile 1 was faced with a choice, and for a lot of them it had to do with relationship. For you guys, I feel very much a similar energy. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may have already made a choice to leave a relationship. For a lot of you, romantic. For some of you, very well could be other types of relationships, platonic. It could be a business partnership, or like something having to do with your job or your career, family. Could be anything, but it was something that was draining your energy. There's very much a theme within all 3 piles of like, well, especially pile 2 and 3, which is you guys, of a waning of energy, of an energy drain. And I really feel this energy to a connection, or like somebody or something outside of yourself. Could even be a group, or something that's not a person, but something with a strong energy that was taking a lot of your time and energy. So with this inspiration, I really love this card. It's really interesting because out of this whole deck, this is probably the darkest card. So it's like, it's just all black, red all around her. But you can see that her solar plexus here is lit up. And it's like this beacon of light in this dark energy, in this dark scene. And then you also got this confidence card, which this is very much, I would say, you know, of course, confidence, that makes us think of that solar plexus energy as well. But it's also like her heart chakra on this card is lit up, but she's pretty much all lit up. And she has either the moon or the sun behind her, can't really tell. So for a lot of you guys, with this devil energy coming up to kind of like in the past position, a lot of you guys have already taken that step to release a relationship or a situation that you were in. A lot of you guys, I do feel like it could have been, like I said, a romantic relationship, because we got this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups, we got duplicity card for you as well, which I'll talk about in a bit. The Knight of Cups could very much, it's a romantic energy. It's someone that's like a charmer, but it very well could be someone that is in a more like duplicitous energy, where there could have been like some sort of deception or like a little bit of a facade. I want to say that this person or situation that you were dealing with like put on, because even if it's not a person, even if it could have been an opportunity or something else that you were in that seemed more like grand or more fulfilling or more beneficial to you than it actually ended up panning out in reality. But for a lot of you, this was like a person. With this devil energy, I think that a lot of you guys found yourself like kind of feeling stuck or feeling chained to a situation. If it was a person, you know, this may be the person here, and this is like you felt like so magnetized to this person or this thing or this situation. And I think a lot of you felt just so sucked into that energy. And it took a lot for you to get out of it. But I think that a lot of you are kind of like in the position now in this upcoming month where you will have gotten yourself out of this energy and are working on building up your inner strength and your energetic reserves again, and finding, you know, strengthening that solar plexus, finding that spark again within yourself, and building up your confidence again, because the situation may have drained your energy so much. It may have made you feel less than confident and less strong within your sense of self and your sense of being. And with this reconciliation, so we got reconciliation and compassion, I think that a lot of you are reconciling with yourself. And like I was talking about Libra energy in the second pile, I feel that a greater sense of balance within yourself, your sense of self, and like being able to balance that with other people and relationships and things outside of yourself. It's like you may have been putting other people or other obligations or situations that you found yourself in above yourself, to where it was draining your energy too much. And you are now reconciling these different parts of yourself once again, and also reconciling your sense of self versus people outside of you. And you're finding a greater sense of compassion for self-compassion for the things that you have gone through, and maybe no longer blaming yourself for getting sucked into a situation or falling for temptation, because you know the devil is very much a magnetic and could be a very tempting situation. A lot of times we're all human, no matter how spiritual you are, no matter how old or mature you have become from life experiences, we are all, you know, still susceptible to this kind of energy. And that's okay. It's part of the human experience, and it's part of like having to find ourselves at crossroads, which we will many times in our lives, and like having to weigh out the options and evaluate the directions that we can go down. And sometimes we don't always choose the easiest option or the option that's going to be more successful more quickly. Like sometimes we do have to go through challenging situations in order to strengthen our character, strengthen our sense of self, and like in order to gain that knowledge and that wisdom to be able to make better decisions for ourselves in the future. So we may go, oops, I don't know what that was. That was my balloon. We may find ourselves in situations, I don't even remember where I was going with that. That was weird that just happened. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But I feel like that goes with what I'm saying here too. It's like something, there's also a sense of like you being distracted from yourself and like the true direction and the true path, because we were talking about those crossroads. Sometimes we have to go down a path. This is what I was saying. I think we might have to go down a path that makes things harder in the short term, or maybe even in the long term, but it's going to lead to a greater sense of character, a greater sense of self, because it's going to teach us things about ourselves we may have never really been able to uncover if we hadn't confronted like this devil within ourselves, you know? So I think that you're very much going to be in that energy in this upcoming month. I do want to say, for a lot of you guys, you know, if you did have to get out of a relationship or a situation that you were in, for a lot of you, I think no matter how long it's been, I think that situation or that person may try to pop up for you again in this upcoming month. And so it's going to be very, because we got this reconciliation card, and we got that Knight of Cups for a lot of you, and the Page of Cups. A lot of you, this situation may be popping back up for you again. Even if it's been a while since you've kind of like closed the door on that chapter, it's going to test your resolve. So Spirit is really calling you to be discerning. And in the meantime, like just really make sure you're working on connecting with your solar plexus, with your heart chakra, connecting with your sense of self and your own sense of confidence and your own spark within. Like really take that time to focus on strengthening yourself, because the stronger that you're feeling within yourself, the more you're going to be able to make good discerning decisions for yourself when somebody, or you know, it could be this person or a thing from the past popping up. It could be even like some sort of addiction. It could be like a behavior or something that you were partaking in, that like a habit or something that you realize no longer serves you. It doesn't even have to be a person. It could be all of the above. You'll have to kind of discern what that means for you. It could be that thing from the past popping up again, or it could be like the devil in a brand new package, you know, like a new temptation or something new. But it has that same essence of that thing or that person from the past, if that makes sense. So if it's not exactly the person or old temptation that was kind of like making you feel trapped in the past coming up, it could be that, or it could be something new. It could be the same devil, just repackaged. Devil in a new dress, I think that's what that saying means. So be very careful. We got this duplicity card. So we got from the Tree Magic deck, we got the poplar tree, number 34, duplicity, duality and duplicity, suffering and bitterness, enlightenment and happiness are at play. So very much like pile one, you may, especially with Libra season, Libra, like I was saying, is all about balance. You may find yourself grappling with a decision, especially as you get to the last third of the month, as we start moving into Libra season. It's cardinal energy. So take the time, you know, the next few weeks, if you're watching this at the beginning of the month or whatever part of the month that you're in, this is a call for you to focus on your sense of self and making sure that's as strong as possible, because you may very well be confronted with something from the past coming up or something new, but with that same essence, that same energy of the past, where you're going to have to choose which path you're going to go down. Are you going to go down a path that leads you back to the same old mistakes, the same kind of habits or patterns of behavior that were holding you down previously? Are you going to allow that to lead you down that path where it may be even more difficult to get yourself out of that situation again? Or are you going to choose to go down a path that's more self-focused, that's going to be more beneficial for you in the short term and in the long run? That is a situation that you may very well be faced with this upcoming month. So just be very mindful of that. That is a strong message I'm getting for you guys. Because like I said, duality and duplicity, suffering and bitterness, you could go down a path of more suffering and more bitterness. It may look charming and tempting in the short term, but you have to use discernment. You have to connect with your solar plexus, with your heart. You have to use discernment. Okay, this may look good on paper, or it may feel good, maybe a temporary fix, but could this lead to more entrapment, so it could lead to more suffering and bitterness, or you could lead to enlightenedness and happiness. A lot of you are going to be grappling with that this month. Spirit wants you to be very discerning. So these are also some promising messages that we have here. So first of all, I want to say this Eight of Pentacles came up, I believe, in pile 2, as did some of these other cards. And we also got the Page of Cups. So with this Page of Cups, like I was saying, reminds me very much of Spirit trying to communicate with us and us connecting to our intuition and our sense of inner knowing and our connection with our guides and our angels. So your angels and your guides are very much calling out to you, and they want to help you be able to tap into the energy that's going to lead to greater fulfillment for you. They want to help inform your decisions. They want you to know that you're not alone in making decisions for yourself and for your life. All you got to do is ask them for help. All you have to do is tap in. Pull some tarot cards yourself if you need to, or some oracle cards. Do a little meditation. Whatever you do to get in touch with your inner spiritual source, your spirit team is really calling for you to do that. We got the Eight of Pentacles. I'm really feeling that energy of refinement of character. This is a time for you to focus on yourself and refine your own character. I'm going to talk about those tree magic cards. I know I mentioned them, but they have to do with other people and relationships. But I want to really drive the point home of focusing on yourself first, because we also got beautiful souls. You uplift and inspire others. So there's that word again, inspire. And that very first card I was talking about, inspiration. Find that inner inspiration within. Find that inner spark within. This is about getting in touch with your own soul, your own spiritual source, especially if you felt like your soul or your spirit was compromised in a past situation that you were in. It's time to connect back with your sense of inner knowing, your sense of self. We got the sun. The sun brings truths to light, very much that connection to pile 1 with the sun. It's things coming up that you can't ignore anymore. And it's also the light of our own souls shining, being able to shine through. That is very much the energy that you can look forward to, connecting with your inner self, or your inner child as well, and your inner self. I very much get that from this sun energy. It's very beautiful, happy energy. Like I was saying, if you make that choice to go down the more discerning path, you can expect enlightenment and happiness with this sun card. And with this card, you can expect that to come into your life, especially towards the end of this month. But it's very much up to you to not give into temptations that may come up for you. I also want to highlight this recovery card. So make sure you're taking time to rest and recover, especially if you have just gone through a hard situation, or even if it was further in the past, you may still think about it, or it may still even unknowing to you, or maybe you're not even fully aware of how much of an energy drain it's still causing. It's just time to focus on your recovery, focus on your rest, and you're gonna be able to feel that inner fire within you, be able to strengthen up again. So take that time to meditate, connect with spirit, connect with yourself, do things that bring, a greater sense of care, self-care, and yeah, that's what you're being called to do. Get a lot of rest this month. I want to say too, so we have two beautiful cards here. We have Eternal Love, which is the pine tree, number 30. And we have the pear tree, which is number 9, and it's good relationships. So the pine tree, Eternal Love, says, the light of love cannot be extinguished from the heart or the soul because the light is eternal. So no matter how much you feel like the situation or this person with this devil energy from the past may have extinguished your light or may have just, caused your solar plexus energy and your heart energy to wane, that energy within yourself, your soul cannot be extinguished. And I feel like Spirit is really wanting to help you relight those flames again, bring up your confidence, bring up your sense of inspiration. And this one is talking about eternal love, eternal self-love. It starts with self-love before we can step into, divine union with anyone outside of ourselves. I really think it's critical and crucial for us to find a great love of self within and a sense of self-empowerment and being able to allow our own light to permeate our being so that we can spread that out. And that's how you attract the right person and the right people and the right situations and the right opportunities for you. And the more discernment that you naturally have because you have such a strong sense of self and such a strong sense of love for self, that it's going to be much less likely that you're going to allow these kind of lower vibrational energies to tempt you anymore. And we also got the pear tree is good relationships. Fruitful, long-lasting success is certain, bringing union, partnership, harmony, a meeting, and a love match. So it's really, like I said, the more you focus on yourself and empowering yourself and building up your own confidence and strength, the more inevitable it's going to be for you to call in your divine counterpart if that's what you are looking for or hoping for, or even if it's not necessarily romantic related for you. Platonic relationships are just as important in our lives as well. You want to be able to invite those friendships, those even business related partnerships that may bring in more fruitful opportunities for you in your career, in your life path, strengthening existing relationships that you already have. It's inevitable for you to have success in those areas having to do with other relationships and other partnerships outside of yourself. It's inevitable. The more that you focus on self, the more that you bring love into your life in a very self-focused way. Selfish to me is not a bad word. I think that we all need to be selfish in a way. Being selfless is not necessarily the way to go. We have to be a little bit selfish. We have to protect our energy. We have to give ourselves time to rest and recover. We have to put our own well-being first a lot of the time in order to be able to give to our partnerships and our relationships, and in order to be able to bring that balance and invite in the people that are going to enrich our lives in a positive way. It starts with the self. I forgot to mention your guys' astrological correspondence card. We got Neptune, Dream, and Transcend. And when I started doing your reading, I was really tying in this Neptune energy with the kind of deceptive energy from the devil, or the kind of that kind of negative energy that may have been keeping you from feeling a stronger sense of self and that confidence within. But it's that's going to be transforming. Dream and Transcend, it's you're going to be connecting with that higher universal kind of love that's going to invite in the right people into your life, but it starts with self. So that is your reading. I hope it helped you guys. Very lovely, like I said, connection to the other piles. You guys have the longest reading. yeah, beautiful energy. I hope it resonated with you. I really hope you enjoy your upcoming month. And yeah, let me know if it resonated, if you would like. But I really appreciate you guys. I hope to see you in another one soon. Thank you so much.